welcome back. We have Al Horford now joining us. Al, I said off camera, but congratulations again on the little one, little girl. I'm curious, there's so many little ones now on this Celtics team. Have you guys talked to Gordon about getting any of the gear? The daddy's always happy. Is he like giving that out to you guys at all?
He better. I'm looking for it. I actually haven't talked to him about it, but I will.
Okay.
I need to get some of that.
Put that on his radar.
Locker. It's sitting in your locker.
Yeah, no, I got to get some. Yeah.
For you, though, coming back, you're a vet on this team and had really established yourself in that leadership role. What is the excitement level for you, knowing Kyrie's back, Gordon's back, Daniel Tice is back, and you guys are really just building that continuity again?
Yeah, all summer, that's all I kept thinking about was, our group, getting us together, getting us going, and I can't believe it's already here. So I'm just excited to get in there, practice tomorrow, start working on the things that we need to do as a team and start building this back up again.
Mm-hmm. What is the energy like? I know you're around the guys today. It's going to be a little different tomorrow for training camp. What are you feeling right now from this team?
Excitement. You just see the guys and, guys are just ready to go to work. Mm-hmm. We're ready to go to work. We're ready to dive into it. And we're trying to embrace each step of the journey. Can't really be thinking far ahead. We have to make sure that we're building those good habits starting tomorrow.
Does the excitement feel different at all as compared to last year when you guys were here?
Yes. Last year there was a lot of, question marks. New team, a lot of new guys, different expectations. I feel like now I think that we have a solid group, steady group. We know what we're about. We know what we're trying to do. Some of our younger guys, they grew up quickly and are ready to take that next step. So I think that we're all very comfortable where we're at.
With all that being said, there's so much talent on this team, top to bottom. I mean, you got 14 guys who can legitimately contribute on any NBA team. You recently sat down with our Taylor Snow and you talked about teams that you've been on in the past at Florida and down in Atlanta, of teams, players willing to sacrifice for the betterment of the team. What's been the common denominator in all of those teams that you've been on that has bred that willingness to sacrifice?
Yeah, I think the guys understood that it wasn't about them, and they understood that the opportunities that we had at those times were very unique and that we probably weren't going to be able to have that again. And I think that with this group, that's what we have in front of us. We have this great opportunity. We don't know what's going to happen next year and, in the future. So it's like we're trying to make the most out of this team right now.
It's all about, learning each other's tendencies and knowing what to expect from the guys out on the court. How do you anticipate it is going to be when Gordon kind of reintegrates himself, and maybe how can you help him during that process?
Yeah, I think that, we will all have to help each other. With Gordon, I'm going to make sure that, I try to make the game easy for him, just make sure that I start understanding what he wants to do on the floor, and how to make just things easier for each other. We just have a lot of weapons. We have a lot of good players, and we just have to make sure that we're syncing with each other. We understand how, where guys want to shoot from the floor, or how you want to set screens for guys. Just little things, little details like that I feel like are going to put us over the top.
Last year when we were sitting here, we were talking about it was the first year where the season started early and training camp was shorter. So, we didn't know how that was going to play out. This year, you guys only have 2 days of practice before you play your first preseason game. How do you expect this process to, kind of play itself out with getting into game action so early and then having so much time after the preseason ends before the regular season starts?
Yeah, I feel like we're thrown into the fire real early, And
Thank God this didn't happen last season when you had 12 new players, right?
Yeah. So, it's one of those things that we'll have to hit it in stride and just learn. The good thing is that we have about 2-3 weeks before the regular season actually opens up, and this is just a time for us to start building that chemistry. I think that's what it's most important, and setting our foundations on defense. The defense is the key for our group, and that's going to be our focus: defense, and then getting to play with each other on the offensive end.
Defensively, I asked Brad about that when he was over here. It's every team is its own entity, even though the majority of you guys are back from last season. So what's going to be the challenge of carrying over that top-rated defense from last season into this season? Because, yes, it's mostly the same team, but it is a new season.
Yeah, no, I think that it's important for us to stay committed to defending and being true to what being a Celtic is all about. And it's defense, it's toughness. You know, we have to make sure that we do those things, and if we do that, I feel like we'll be fine.
As you look ahead, I know we said quick turnaround with training camp, but what are you looking forward to the most, Al, in those next 2 days, seeing these guys?
I'm honestly looking forward to that live practice. You know, I think we have 2 a day, so the first one, I don't think we'll go live, but the second one we will. So just getting out there and competing with the guys, just playing, getting after it, just start to develop those habits, and that's what it's all about.
How do you see Kyrie and Gordon kind of maybe helping improve your overall game and complementing your game?
Oh, I know they're going to make my game easier. I'm excited about it because, you know, those guys, their ability to score the ball, to also pass, and just the attention that they get, it's just going to free all our games up. And Kyrie, I feel like has taken a big step. Gordon, people I don't think they quite know, and I've said this before, how good he is and the impact he's going to have with our group. So I'm excited. I mean, I know it's
you're getting me excited now. Like, I'm ready to go.
It's gonna be good. Can't wait.
I'm sure you've probably laid down at night and had some dreams about this, but talking about those players around you, you catch the ball at the elbow. How much space is there going to be for you to operate in those lanes? I mean, with all of the shooting and the playmaking that's going to be around you, isn't that like a dream come true for a big man?
Nah, it's great. I think for any player, just to have, guys around you that are skilled. Our guys, they can do it all on the offensive end, and that's one of our strengths. And then the depth that we have, because our bench, the second unit, even the third unit, like you alluded to, everybody can contribute, and I'm just very confident about the group that we have.
You look back last season, I know you said there's a lot of excitement surrounding this team and where you guys can go. Aaron Baines talked about this a little bit, but maybe just having that chip on your shoulder, knowing how close you guys got last year. It was one game making it to the NBA Finals. Is that something that you feel these guys might have a little bit?
Yeah, I definitely think that, there's some unfinished business from our group. And even though that we didn't have our full team, there were still those expectations. So I think that, this year, I feel like we have that edge, and we have to show that, night in and night out, because, teams are going to be coming for us, and that's just the way it is.
A quick follow-up on that, and Amanda said one game from the NBA Finals. I think that's what a lot of people have talked about this summer, one game from the Finals. But you were 5 wins from a championship. Now, how much do you guys think about that more so than just getting to the finals? Like, you guys want to win this whole thing.
Yeah, I think that, it's obviously we're focusing on the now and making sure that, we're not getting ahead of ourselves. But, yeah, when you're a Celtic and you're in this position, you're thinking championship. It's not final. It's winning the whole thing, and that's a long-term goal for us.
Well, for now, we concentrate on tomorrow, right? 2 practices on the docket for Tuesday.
Heading into training camp. Al, thank you so much.
Thanks for the time,
We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Always great to see you. Hopefully you're getting some sleep, too.
I am. I actually am.
Because Daddy's always happy, right?
Daddy's always happy.
All right, everyone, don't go anywhere. We will have Terry